to be saying down south here in Alabama? Good Lord, good Lord. Gracious alive. Anyway, y'all, I'm just having a good time because I'm just using some of these southern terms, you know, that's used down south. We're in Alabama right now. This is right south of the United States, sort of southeast of the United States. And this is where a lot of the Africans settled. They came from West Africa and they brought them south of the United States. So it's heavily concentrated with some good old African Southern people down here that's still talking quite something like they talked long ago. And that's just one of those little rambling videos where I'm just trying to give you some more understanding of where I am here in Alabama, and a little bit about the African Americans that were brought here down south of the United States, and some of the ways they talk, because it's the southern drawl extends all the way from Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia. Florida didn't get affected much by it. Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. So all of them have it in Texas. It's very strong here, the drawl. But yet the accent still can get a little bit different from place to place. Like here in Alabama, you know, a lot of the old folk, back in my time, old folk, that's what they call old folk. And we're talking like 1970 and 1980. I had a big mama, and I remember my big mama talking and everything, and big mama was born like in the 1800s. My father mother, she was born in 1800, 1899. I'm going to just give y'all a little history on to some of the things they'd say, and the dialect, and because I can go way back, you know, because the people who raised me that were old at the time were born in 1800. Some of them affected by slavery. Had a great grandmother, Carolina, that was affected by slavery, and I got a chance to listen to some of her stories. So and then we're going to do a voodoo session, but I just want to just, you know, rant and ramble a little bit about that, and ask the people in the other room, could y'all please give me a moment? Thank you. And so I just, oh my God, I just want to talk about it because I just feel like I'm in the mood to talk about it. And I don't want the video to be too long. But anyway, while I'm wasting my time, I could be talking. But anyway, my big mama, which was like born in, like I said, good 1890-ish, when I was like when I was like a little girl, I say about 6, 7 years old, and I remember her and my mom talking. My mom was born like 1932, which is not too far back, but it might be to you all. But anyway, they'd get together and they'd talk and they said, "Great day in the morning, child. I just don't understand these children no more. These children done grown wild. They done grown wild." Okay? And they'd get to talking and, "Hush, child, hush your mouth, child. They all get you, don't be ashamed of themselves." And then my daddy was born in 1926. He was 81 when he passed in 2007. And he was deeply affected by some of the people in the 1800s, because his mama was born in 1899, and he'd get to talking to my children. My children have to ask for a translation, but I was familiar with it because I grew up with it. But he'd call it the ice box. "Go on in there, child. Give me a glass of that ice water out that Frigidaire, or out of that ice box." And the kids would be, "Mama, what is that?" But anyway, the ice box is where they kept the ice before they had refrigerators. And another thing he was saying, he would say, "Go on in there and turn on that hydrant and get you some of that water. Turn the hydrant on." But the kids wouldn't know that the hydrant was actually the faucet. The faucet where you get just those water spout in the sink. So we had to do a lot of translation. "Well, Daddy, you know, what Mama at? She'll be back directly." So we like, what is the rectory? I mean, the rectory should be back shortly. She'll be back in just a little bit. And so I just want to just talk about it because when I remember as a little girl going with my big mama, low down Big Mama anyway. I didn't like her. I didn't like her. She didn't like me. I didn't like her. Our spirits just didn't match. She said I was one of the low downest children she had ever seen in her life because I was a wild child. I loved to have fun. And they would pick favoritism over me and my sister because my sister was very docile, meek, and mild, but she had a little evil side. Hey, Terrence, I know you looked at the girl, but I ain't talking about you too bad. You was a sweet little child. You really was. But anyway, they were always kind of like favor her a little bit more because of the meekness, and she was so sweet and quiet. And she was a pretty little girl. She really was. Long jet black hair, little black, little porcelain skin girl, and pretty white teeth.